honestly, the only reason I'm doing the campaign on my other characters is because I just want the exotic, right? Like that's literally the only reason. I don't give a fuck otherwise. Um, but to be completely honest, because I have no time in my life, like to do stuff very much anymore. I considered doing it, and honestly, if it was $10 a character, I probably would have done it.
I mean, and that is your choice. Like, I personally don't think it's like it's like in comparison to my brain to like doing a skip in like Final Fantasy is you're skipping so much more content, but you're getting like so much higher level. Where I really don't feel like it's like I don't feel like the campaign is long enough to warrant that much.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If it were cheaper, I would have done it, to be honest.
I see.
And the big thing is, it's just time is the real problem. So, oh yeah, I haven't announced it to everyone yet, but guess who's quitting his job? It's me.
Nice.
I have another job offer that is paying me technically more, even though it's hourly, and only works 5 days a week for 8 hours a day, and that's it. And it's still groundskeeping. And guess what? It's groundskeeping on a military base.
So you got to get cleared and everything, I'm assuming?
Yeah, yeah. But I'll have like a clearance code and shit. As a groundskeeper.
My God, he knows too much.
Execute the groundskeepers. But it's not working for the government. I work for a contracted company. Yeah.
Yeah. I have so many carrots. They need to not be here anymore.
But yeah, it's super cool. I'm gonna put in my my 2 weeks tomorrow. I'm gonna send an email.
I am, in fact, looking for, like, to an extent, kind of looking for jobs right now because I really do not like my job.
What is your job right now? I actually don't know.
I am a software engineer for Boeing, but
You just don't enjoy
I
it.
just died. Oh my God. There's a ton of shit that's just fucked up about the whole situation.
Like your boss and your coworkers, or do you mean like the
No,
amount like work you do and stuff?
Okay, so I got hired.
Yeah.
And the description was software engineer, and I was like, cool, okay. I moved down here, I asked about the team, and it's like,
Where
yeah,
are
you're
you,
working on
Florida?
the team and stuff. I'm in Ohio. I live
Oh,
in
okay.
Columbus.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
you're
work-
in Ohio. Okay, cool. So you're actually near us. Sorry, continue.
I got hired as a software engineer when I was like going through the hiring process. They're like, yeah, you're gonna work on this team, and I was like, okay, cool. And I start working, and I find out I find out that I have to be on site at least for my first month, because at the time my boss was like, I want you on site the first month. After that, you can go hybrid and we can figure that out.
Mm.
But I found out that the entire team that I am supposedly a part of is fully remote.
Except for you, who's in the office at that point.
Except for me. And like now I still go into the office occasionally, but I basically am mostly remote.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is, this big project that they were working on is done. They're just waiting for it to be like signed off by the customer.
Okay.
So there's no reason for me to know anything about it, so I haven't really gotten involved in this project, so everybody's just on individual projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing work in a system that I've never really worked in, and I don't really, it's hard to, like, I don't mind going into the office, but then I want to like, be able to walk over and ask somebody questions. I don't want to Skype call people about stuff. I don't want to send emails just to ask questions about my work that is assigned to me.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, because the issue is like you don't have that sense of community, and you kind of feel like in your job because of you being kind of lower on the totem pole, you kind of need that a little bit because like you said, you're on your own individual project.
Yeah, and like two big things is like I kind of I wanted the community thing because I was like, I was like, I don't really mind if outside of work, I'm not really like, because I moved away from everyone. There's
Yeah.
no family, no friends that I'm near right now. Like
Mm.
I moved
But
out
it's
by myself, and I
oh,
was
I
like,
see.
maybe I'll have like, at least I'll have some people at work I can hang out with or something like that, and then I'll um, even if they're not nearby me, I'll play games with people at home, and that's not a big deal. But nobody's in the office, so like, what the hell am I doing? Like,
Hmm.
there's a couple like the couple people I onboarded with that went to like that are technically in like different departments. Like I talked to them a bit, so it's not like I'm completely alone. But it's like, um, I can't like. The issue is my thought process is you learn on the job to an extent at least,
Hmm.
and I can't. It's hard to learn on the job when nobody else is there.
Yeah. No,
And
no,
like,
no.
yes, I can ask people questions over a Skype message or a Skype call uh or I could send somebody an email to ask something. But like I don't want to do that for literally
Every
everything.
little thing. No, I get it. Where are you again? You said you're in Ohio, but where? Cleveland or Columbus or?
So I live in Columbus, but I don't work in Columbus. The office, well, the plant is like in Heath. It's near Newark.
Oh, okay.
So I drive like 40 minutes when I go into the office.
That's crazy.
That's my own issue, just because
No,
I asked
yeah.
my boss. I was like, "Where do you live?" And he's like, he's from like Ohio, and he lived in Columbus, or he lived outside Columbus already. He's like, "Oh, I live around Columbus." So I was like, "All right, I'll get a place in Columbus." Because
Mm,
I wanted to live in the city. Like I wanted to live in a city. Because
yeah.
like we drove around. We made the drive like when we were looking for places, and I was like, it's a long drive, but like it's like I want
You
to live in
thought
the
you would be able to
city.
actually do stuff.
And
That's
like
what
I can do things here, but I just didn't. I don't like to just go out and do stuff on my own. Like
Yeah, yeah. I feel that, man. I'm right there with you.
um,
If you were closer to us in Pittsburgh, you could totally come chill with us every once in a while. But I think it's a little far.
it's a bit. It's a little bit
I think
far.
it's a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I
you
think
kind of
you're.
looking for another job just somewhere back home, sort of, or are you looking kind of in
I don't.
Ohio still, or what are you doing?
I don't know. Like I feel like I should look for something here because
Because you're here.
yeah, because I'm already here. Like
Well, but the problem here's the problem, right? Like if you look for something there, then well, not problem, but you got to make sure you got that person thing again, right? Because if you could just fall back into the same trap again, which would be the worst
yeah,
situation, right?
yeah. No, that is completely fair.
So
I just
you can always, if you want to, you could always try to find something in Pittsburgh. Then you got me, Hannah, and Brian.
this
You
is
can come chill with if you want to every once in a while.
yeah.
Brian works
Yeah.
remote most of the time.
Mm.
So, but I mean, that's if you yeah, like I could never go out by myself and like do stuff. Just not me. So I feel you. So, are you actively looking, or are you kind of just like throwing that idea around in your head a little bit?
It's more of throwing it around in my head a little bit and like occasionally looking on LinkedIn, but it's not like I'm not actively searching all the time
Hmm.
because I'm also in a situation where they gave me a signing bonus, but actually it was relocation because
Oh,
they
so
don't
it covered your
it,
relocation, yeah.
it, mostly. But it was like in my like contract when I'm not contract, I am full time, but like
Yeah.
my contract that I signed when I started, um, it was like if I don't work for a certain amount of time, I have to pay back that bonus.
How much time is that?
It's a year, so
How long you been working?
6 months, just about.
Okay. So you're
Uh,
thinking maybe it's better to. Well, how much is it?
it was 5 grand.
Oh wow. So yeah. So you may have to like tough out that extra.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. But I was starting my I complain about my job all the time to my parents, but it was like they're like my my mom was like, if you can get a like if, for instance, if I were to work here again, like if I were to get a job in the city of Columbus, um, and like they offered me basically a signing bonus that would cover it, then like, you know,
You
like
covered a
that,
second time, kind of. Yeah.
yeah, I would just basically take the signing bonus from them and give it to Boeing.
She
Which is-
brings up a good point there.
Yeah, and that's definitely true, but I was like, it's just kind of like getting to the point where I don't know if there's the stuff I want to do here.
Yeah, yeah. It
know,
also
that's
feels
the-
just like real bad to be in a situation like that where you're just completely stuck like that.
Yeah. It was, yeah, the other super annoying thing when I started was I found out the first time that I met like the lead engineer for my group, for like the team, in like a meeting, that basically like, when they hired me, apparently they were not looking for a software engineer. They were looking for like an admin, which. So my boss, or the lead engineer, was like, "We're not going to have you do admin work. We're going to actually try to get you software work." I'm like, "Okay, well that's good." Like they are actively trying to help me out, and I'm like, I am very appreciative of that. Is the situation is just annoying.
No, dude, I'm right there with you. I mean, you've heard how much I've complained about my fucking job over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's awful. Like, I know exactly how bad it is to have a fucking job you really fucking hate. So, I hope you find something. Like, no one really, like, should have a job they really don't like. It just makes everything about life worse.
Yeah, it was just like, the most annoying part was like, when I talked to family about it, it's like, you know, everybody's telling me it'll get better, which is very supportive, and I'm very happy that they were telling me that. But it was just like, I was like, yeah, I plan to, you know, basically like tough it out kind of thing and see and hope it gets better. And it just, I'm like, I just don't think it is getting any better. So I don't know.
Dude, I've been right there. Believe me. I just got lucky with like the people that I know. Like Hannah's aunt and uncle and cousin have helped me immensely. Her cousin's actually the one who found me the new job. Like, because they actually they understand that like I can't really tough it out because of all the bullshit. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, there's two sides, you know. Because my parents are much more like tough it out kind of people. So I definitely
yeah, I really think like it was like I was kind of like I know it was going slow at first, and my parents I think were at first like it'll get better and you'll figure it out. And at this point, I think that I've been complaining long enough that at least like sometimes when my parents call, like they'll be like, all right, like
yeah,
okay,
no,
what's going on?
That's kind of what my parents did too, because like the first day after work, I was like, oh god, this isn't for me. And my parents were like, yeah, tough it out a little bit, and I was like, okay, you know what, you're right, I'll tough it out. And then like after the first week, I was like, no,
no, never again.
Never again, dude. My first day on the job, I was with the guy who I'm replacing, and he spent most of the time we were together complaining about the job and how shit the boss is.
Oh, that's something you never want to hear.
Yeah, that's why, yeah. And then, dude, literally, like, all I've heard over the last... I've only worked for, like, 3 weeks at this job. That's it. And every single day, I've worked with, like, different people, you know? And every single person I've talked to, except for the newbies who are newer than I am even, have just complained about the job and about the boss. One of the assistants, which is the one I'm replacing, or supposed to replace, not replacing anymore, he's leaving because of the boss, and he's not even going to stay in the field anymore because he's actually a graphics designer, and he just stayed in this field because he liked it for a little bit, and then it turned out the boss was shit to him. Another guy is going to be leaving in like 2 months. Another assistant is going to be leaving in like 2 or 3 months because he's getting married and he doesn't want to keep this job while he's married. One of the other assistants just got into the job and is very bad at it, like worse than me at it. And I don't think he's going to make it through the summer.
Oh Jesus!
Like I kind of feel bad for him. Like he just is not the type of person who can do anything when it comes to this type of stuff. And then the last guy is the only guy who I think is going to stay the whole year. So like, God, my boss is going to be so pissed off at me when I send him that email tomorrow. He's gonna fucking yell straight in my face on Monday. So right now I'm throwing in my head whether I want to give him 2 weeks or if I just want to fucking bail. Because they usually give everybody 2 weeks, but here's the thing, right? He's such a piece of shit that he may just like punish me, quote unquote, in those 2 weeks by making me stay for 12 to 14-hour days every day.
Jesus. Yeah, that's.
And yeah, dude, on fucking Friday or so yesterday, I don't know about over there in Ohio, but over here it was fucking snowing and raining. It was cold as fuck. I was out in the snow and rain for 6 hours changing cups. And I came inside and everybody came inside. And then rather than everybody get to go home at lunch, you know, good job, guys, you all toughed it out for a ridiculous amount of time in freezing cold weather, he made everyone stay until the end of the day and he made us assistants stay an extra hour.
Jesus.
Doing nothing, by the way. We're all just sitting around cleaning stuff. It's just like, what the fuck are you trying to get out of that? All you're doing is destroying the morale of your employees.
Yeah. Really, there's not much to be gained there, I feel like.
No. Like, if I were a superintendent, which I will never be because fuck that, but like, if I were a superintendent, I would hire people that I trusted as my assistants that I know could take care of stuff. And then I would show up like 4 or maybe 5 days a week just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. And then I'd check in every once in a while. And if the day is really shit, I'd be like, all right, guys, I know during the summer we have ridiculous days. So here's a day on us. You know, like...
If you have that power as like a manager or something, that's like... That's the greatest for your employees and for you. Like, but it's sometimes, sometimes I feel like you just don't have that amount of power. But I don't know like.
Golf course superintendents have a ridiculous amount of power.
I see.
They have a ridiculous amount of power. At my old club at Overbrook, the boss was very cool. He was, I keep missing this fucking jump. He was a very cool guy. He was very much like that, where he would be like, all right, guys, I know we work. Like, he never made us work 12-hour days. Like, even during the hottest days of the summer, it was like 10.5 was like the max. Because he realized that, like, if it's 4 or 5 o'clock, latest 5 o'clock, and you've watered the greens, they're not going to die.
Yeah.
Like, the grass is not going to die. So, it's just... Yeah. I feel like a lot of superintendents are still living in the past where you needed those ridiculous work days for... you know, stuff, because you didn't have like advanced technology and specialized greens and all this type of stuff. So that, or they're just assholes like this guy is. This guy's just a total dick. Bro, where is everybody tonight for the fucking raids, bro?
I have no idea.
Goddamn 9/11 right now. I'm gonna finish the fucking campaign on my Titan by the time that we're starting. Who else said they would be here? I thought, didn't Enrage say he was going to be here?
I don't remember.
I thought he said yesterday he was going to be here.
I looked at chat.
Did you see the message from Connor earlier today when I did the Imagine golf course on fire? And he said, "Are you doing all right over there, Ryan?"
I think I did, yeah. I mean, I've been looking in that chat occasionally just because the Midjourney bot's there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with some of these images?
When did we add that? The other day?
I think Connor added it like the other day, yeah.
That's pretty fun. I like it. I feel like we had a bot that did that a long time ago as well. This must be some new one or something though. Dude, I swear to God, as a Titan, I die more to fucking falling off shit than anything else. I don't understand Titan jump.
I finally made a Titan because I really want the shotgun.
I want the shotgun so bad. It looks so much fun. I don't know what kind of build I'll use it in, but God, it looks fun. It might just be my, like, one of my, you know, generalized exotics.
Fair enough. So many mangoes. So many mangoes.
I heard the Division 2 has been having a lot of server issues recently.
It's I'm very interested in a lot of the new stuff, but it seems really laggy right now. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like in game, like I shoot something, like I'm using like a sniper build, and I shoot something, I like bolt the next shot and back in like I'm like in cover. I go back down into cover. I'm not ADS anymore, and then they die.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I heard was happening.
it's pretty.
I wonder what's going on with that.
I have no idea. I'm gonna head back.
Yep. How have I not completed this yet? Oh, in the Cosmodrome, that's why. Okay. Did not realize that had to be in the Cosmodrome. I am an idiot.
Anti-air guns are neutralized.
My forces are rallying, but it will take some time.
You're almost at the Veil, Guardian. Every moment wasted brings us that much closer to Calamity.
So, this defense relay thing, taking a bit more work than I thought. It hasn't been turned on since the Ishtar days. Hope it still works.
With the Empress's Legion routed, it may be our last line of defense.
Sounds like someone's coming around to the untested Ishtar weapon. She's almost ready. I think I got it. Whoa! Did you see that? Totally bled them.
Keep the turrets under our control. They're vital to our defense. Enemy tanks are headed to your position.
That sounds like a job for untested Ishtar weapon. Paint the targets, Guardian. You tag them, I'll frag them. traitor worshipping a false god. We are Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas. If any shred of honor left, then at least give us the pleasure of a worthy battle.
Thought there was a tank around here. Okay. Looks like we're not going to do raiding tonight.
There's no end to them.
Guardian, it's our day to die. We shall be immortalized in legend together.
It's not looking great.
Well, I guess I'll just ask again tomorrow. Man, I really, all I need to do is the Nezarec fight. I honestly, like, don't care if we do the other character, but like, come on, man. How can no one be on a Friday or a Saturday night? The fuck is everybody? Donde everyone?
If I forget about you guys should be okay. Oh, hey, you need one of these. If I forget about you guys should be okay. You guys got plenty of food, it'll be fine.
My stream does not know that you are playing, like, you know, what's it called? So what you just sounded like you were saying was that you were just gonna abandon me and Andrew.
Oh, no. No,
With food and
I'm
that's
playing
it.
Slime Rancher. It was...
I love it.
I trust those slimes to be okay.
Oh, the slimes are always okay. Dude, Titan is so much fun to play, honestly.
I need to actually... I was so pissed like the other day because I was like, oh, maybe, you know, we'll go for another clear at some point. I want to I want to have a Titan ready, but fucking takes so long to, because I have to do I have to do like the entirety of the New Light campaign.
Oh,
Which is so,
yeah. Yeah, because it really, I'm just playing the campaign through, and by the time I'm done with the regular campaign with my Hunter and Titan, they were ready for the Nezarec fight. Like, they're not on level, but they're just under, so it's fine. It's not like they're contest.
yeah.
But yeah, that really sucks having to go through the whole New Light thing. There's a guy on YouTube, I don't know if I've shown him to you or if you've ever seen him. His name's Riley Reed, I think it is. Or something like that. Riley Reloaded, that's it. Riley Reloaded. He does Destiny like challenges where he plays through campaigns on Legend with no abilities. So he just plays no light on fresh characters that have nothing. And it is very funny to watch him do that, because sometimes he'll just like blast through something, and other times he has to find creative ways to fucking use like what's the stasis heavy grenade launcher? Salvation's grip, yeah. Sometimes he has to find unique ways to use Salvation's grip so that he can actually make jumps that would normally require double jumping.
Jesus.
It's really cool.
I would think double jumping would be okay in a challenge like
Nope.
that, but
because double jumping counts as a light ability. Because if you double jump, you can't double jump as a human. So you're basically trying to play through as a human. He doesn't get revives either. So if he dies, he has to restart the entire campaign. He has to delete his character and restart with a new character.
He's a madman. That's what
I know. And he makes these videos and they're like 2 hours long, but he spent like, or like they're like an hour to 2 hours long. He spent like 40 to 50 hours making it.
Jesus.
It's really funny.
Too many carrots. Get out of there.
My favorite is every once in a while he'll forget that he has an exotic or like a gun he likes on one of the characters he deletes.
Jesus Christ.
Like an idiot.
That is just unfortunate. What the fuck? What are you doing in here?
You would think he would
Fucking
learn.
random. Yeah, random pink slimes in my chicken coop. What the fuck are you doing?
Bruh, that's a
He
that's
was
a
eating
fox
my.
in a,
He was eating my chickens.
That's a fox in a hen house situation, dude.
Exactly. My chickens. They were. Well, I had a lot of chickens, so they didn't really all get eaten, but.
Oh yeah, did you see so there was a skill up, a YouTuber got an interview with one of the guys at Bungie about the new expansion.
I saw there was a post on Reddit about it. I didn't know it was skill up. I saw that there was a post of like Joe Blackburn talking about like the bad reception.
Yeah, it was skill up that did that. He didn't address anything really directly, to be honest, in it. He was kind of vague about the whole thing. Basically just saying that, like, rather than saying here's why this expansion was kind of bad, he was more talking about how the next expansion is going to be good in terms of the story. Like, he was less addressing this one and more addressing the next one. Because I think he...
From a company perspective, that is kind of a good move.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna cover. We realized that there were some issues. Here's how we're gonna fix it next time. Here's not why it was bad.
Yeah. I do wish that Lightfall was a little better in terms of the story. Just a little bit. I mean, there's a giant butthole in the fucking Traveler, but I guess we're gonna wait a whole year to go in that butthole.
We could use your help navigating this place.
I still really enjoyed the gameplay, so I'm not like upset with Lightfall, but
No, it's just the story for me. You know what's gonna happen? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, okay? The Witness. So we always thought the Darkness was like this thing, right? And then it turns out the Witness is like the champion of the Darkness, right? Well, we're gonna find out that the Traveler is just a big ship, and inside is, you know, something like the Witness, where it's like a humanoid thing controlling the light. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a girl, and then there's gonna be a lot of porn.
That must be the veil. It's massive.
I'm telling you right now.
It's a definite possibility.
I'm telling you right now.
Gives me the same feeling as the Traveler.
I've already hacked Bungie's headquarters.
Let's press on.
Did you hear about the guy who there was some person, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl or what, but they found out that one of Denmark's like government websites was using a default password, and so they told them they were using a default password, and the Denmark like government asked for their address, and they sent them a T-shirt that says, "I hacked the Denmark government. All I got was this lousy T-shirt."
Is this?
God. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I would love that shirt. That's so awesome. gonna go beat Callus. I'm pretty sure I won the last fight.
That is not where I'm going.
Okay. Warlocks might not have any upward momentum, but falling 1,000 feet to just stop on a dime as a warlock is underrated.
Oh yeah, no, your horizontal mobility is probably better than anybody else's.
It's crazy.
Okay, it's bad.
Yeah. All right, Andrew. Hey, Andrew, what time do you want to do? Andrew, Hunter wants to know, or Star wants to know when you want to do Stellaris tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving sometime tomorrow to go check out the construction of my parents' house, which I don't actually know when that's happening. So.
Well, he's not available between 1 and 4, and I assume you won't be doing that at night.
No, it would be basically between 1 and 4 probably when that happens. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like we'll do it probably a little after dinner or something.
Yeah, we either do it in the morning or we do it after dinner. Sure.
Hopefully we can get a raid thing going so I can at least kill Nezarec with one character this week, please.
Impossible. I remember when people were like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah. We always do our raids, especially when there's a new one." Blah blah blah. That's definitely a thing.
This is definitely the fastest that we've fallen off doing a raid regularly when it's new, but it always happens.
Honestly, I
Look,
I wouldn't care as much about getting this one done right now if I wasn't on fucking Nezarec with my Warlock. It will take us 10 minutes to finish the raid.
That's a pretty big overestimate of how long it would take to kill
Yeah,
Nezarec.
it is very
5
fast.
minutes.
5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes in and out. It's only 5 minutes because we have to wipe the first one to get the checkpoint going proper.
Like, it's just so fucking... That's the only thing I'm really upset about, to be honest.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
What do I need? I need
I hate this Callus fight.
I need sand. I need the yeah, I need that.
After I'm done beating Callus, I'm probably gonna skedaddle on you. I'm sorry to abandon you.
No, it's okay. It's all good. Ooh, don't fall off. Was an unfortunate circumstance that we were not able to do anything.
Yeah, I know. Fucking sat here complaining about our jobs on stream.
Yes. Yeah, it was
Sounds about right.
productive stream, if I've ever heard one. Can I? No, there's no way I can get over there. There's fucking no shot. Get them up top. Wait, how do I get back?
Dude, I have fallen in love with the Legend of Acarius again.
I need to finish the catalyst.
Like, the trench barrel thing, like, it's just so much fun. Like, the amount of damage you just output from one shell is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I literally almost one-shot Callus's first health bar on his melee phase.
Yeah, well, his melee phase, for some reason, I think he's got like a fucking super small health bar.
Yeah, it does, but still, that's not trench barreled though.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is with Callus is talking about the witness seeing him, Gaul was talking about the traveler seeing him. What the fuck's going on here?
They just have abandonment issues, I guess. They just they needed to be seen. They wish to be seen by a higher power.
I can understand Gaul because he's got fucking daddy issues, but really, Callus, you got daddy issues? Who in the Destiny universe doesn't have daddy issues? Oh yeah, before I just beat him, so I'm just gonna wrap up. But do you think that they're gonna, I guess, write Zavala to die now in the story, or do you think you're just gonna write him out in terms of?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I feel so like that's so sad that he died. It's really disappointing.
I other than hearing he died, I have no idea any other details of it. So I just was like, He just passed away. I didn't realize he was that old. He's 60, which is, but it's
yeah,
still
but
young.
usually people die in like their 70s nowadays. My dad's older than he is,
So is mine.
so it's like crazy. Kind of puts stuff in
Yeah.
perspective. But it's
Yeah.
just like it's weird to me, because what are they gonna do? Just I guess they'll have him either. I mean, this is gonna sound really morbid, but like it would have been better if he died a few seasons ago during the assassination part. Remember when Zavala was gonna get
Yeah.
assassinated? That would have been a
Yeah.
convenient tie-in.
As long as they don't like. The only thing that would make me really annoyed is if they kill him off screen. Like it's just like
Which the thing is, they could very well, because I assume they killed Sagira off screen because they couldn't get her voice actress back.
Yeah, that's a definite possibility.
I don't actually know why though. So.
Yes, wild honey. I needed
I
that.
I definitely agree with you. Some people were saying that one thing they would like, which is kind of cool, but they shouldn't profit off of a deceased man, but like the M4 basically that Zavala had when he was first resurrected as a guardian would be like a cool like legendary gun to have as like a
I saw
tribute.
people talking about that, and also there's like in like that same setup there was like a cinematic where he was holding like a spear, and they're like make that a glaive, and like
That'd be cool.
you give him like it again. It doesn't have to be exotic, but just like name it after like the actor.
Yeah. It's so sad though, like, cause here's the thing, right? When it came to Zavala, right? I really didn't like Zavala at the beginning of the story in terms of like Destiny 2, because I don't know Destiny 1 much. I really didn't like him, and then he actually got like much better in the last couple of years. Like he was actually a really fun character to interact with, which is what makes it so like, which is really sad. I feel like Ikora is completely missed potential.
Yeah.
I feel like she's always just sad or angry.
Yeah, it's like it's no fault of like the voice actor. Like I know the voice actor got changed at one point, but it was just like it's just like they haven't been given a script that gives them a meaningful like part. Like,
well, here's the thing, right? Like you just told me that Ikora's voice actress changed. I didn't even really realize. Like now that you said it, I realized that happened, and I remember them saying that. But honestly, I've talked to her so little, and when I do talk to her, I kind of like either zone out or skip the cutscene kind of stuff. Like she's not in any major cutscenes, so you don't see her a lot of the major cutscenes. I didn't even really notice she had changed voice actresses.
Yeah, yeah, she does. Like if you told me the role of the character, I'd be like, all right, that's a major character. But then, like, knowing, like, where she had a major role in the Witch Queen, but like, since she's not like a core vendor, she doesn't really have any other major role.
Yeah, I feel like what they could have done, which would be kind of cool, just as like a little thing, because this just popped into my head, would be if they made it so that every time that how like they come out with the new aspects and stuff when we buy them and stuff. It'd be kind of cool if they made it so that every time you went to like meditate, it gave like a little cutscene of watching you just like meditate with her or something. Even that would just like make a more of a connection between your character and her character. I just feel like she's not used in anything. Like she was used in the Witch Queen, like you said, but like I feel like
that's the exception to the rule. That's not the rule. Yeah.
I feel like the whole Vanguard, like the Hunter Vanguard, Titan Vanguard, and Warlock Vanguard thing was like kind of in Destiny 2 vanilla, and then was just completely abandoned after Forsaken.
They've kind of written themselves into a corner where they can't abandon it, but they were able to they're in the same kind of boat as factions, and factions were able to get abandoned though.
Mm-hmm. God, factions, my dude. Oh man.
Yeah. All right, where are the boys down here? Is there no? Oh, there is an angler sign. All right, 1 of 8.
Wait, they give you the. Wait, they give you the exotic, but they. Oh, did you notice they changed this? They give you the exotic weapon now in the season pass on rank 35 instead of 50.
Oh, I did not notice they changed it. I
just
knew they
noticed
gave
that.
it. I just wasn't even paying attention, I guess.
I didn't realize
So,
they
like-
gave it to you earlier now. I guess because people may have like complained about how long it took to get to 50 sometimes.
I mean, you get it. You get it. Like, if you have the season pass, you get it at level 1. So I never.
Yeah,
really
but if you
cared.
don't have the season pass, like because the you can get the seasonal exotic from the pass because it's a free weapon or it's free. It's in the free slot.
Yeah,
So
you are correct.
I would assume that.
Oh, there's a lot of tar over here. Hey guys, just leave me alone. I didn't cause that situation. I will not take the blame. Oh my god, what is?
I just realized I got a really cool weapon. I got a fucking Lodbrock, which is a hawk rifle, which looks like a fucking. I got it with fucking demo cascade point.
That's definitely an interesting one. That one can get a target lock, which is also quite good.
Target lock cascade point would be great.
Well, it's target lock in the 4th column, so is that more cascade?
No, I'd rather have cascade because this thing's already slow firing, so that would up its fire rate to increase the damage.
Still a little skeptical of cascade on primaries.
I haven't used one with cascade yet, honestly.
Where the fuck was I going? Was it up here? Where was it? I saw there was a door and I needed a plort, and I grabbed the plort, and now I can't find the door.
I'm gonna go shoot this gun real quick, and then I'm gonna skedaddle.
Okay.
I guess we'll be doing tomorrow. We're doing Stellaris tomorrow. Are you ready, my friend?
I am not very ready. I'm so happy to do more Stellaris things.
I was reading about these toxoids because I didn't get that. I didn't get that DLC.
They're pretty fun.
And everyone just says their shit, which is like sad to me.
So the thing is with toxoids is the changes that like the bonuses you can do with toxoids, you just have to be very knowledgeable about the game because they're like slight optimization things. Because if you don't like handle it, then it's just gonna break a lot of shit for you. For instance, there's one thing where it makes it like noxious breath, where they're happier if they're annoying basically other pops that aren't their species. They don't have noxious, which is like it gives you a ton of bonuses toward that species, which is super nice, but you have to like micromanage that like a lot to get it working.
Oh, does cascade point only work as long as you're holding down the trigger?
I have no idea. I haven't really done a lot of testing with
I think it's just. Okay, so cascade point is not as good as I thought it was because it does not last as long as I thought it was. I thought it would last like 10, 15 seconds or something like that on a primary. It lasts like 5, not even, like 3. Yeah, I can count it out. It doesn't have a timer, so 1, 2,
probably 5 seconds.
3. Nope, 3 seconds. That is not
also
very good.
the scaling on how much fire rate it gives you is different depending on the weapon. So, I know that the big thing was like with when Andrew was doing a lot of testing. Like for a GL, you could empty the entire like mag.